Good morning, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning to you. How do you do? We're finna make blueberry biscuits and chicken. And we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it quickly. Come on in. I got my blueberries. I'm gonna start mashing them up. Come on. Hey, y'all. Come on in. We're finna cook today. Sure, we'll be cooking. I'll be cooking. How y'all doing? Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Good morning to you. How do you do? Did you sleep well last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, Rosemary. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. Let's do it one more time. Good morning to you. How do you do? Did you sleep good last night? Was your body snuggled tight? Did you rest like you should? Does your body feel good? Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, listen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Mary Veronica. I know how you feel. I wake up in pain too. These are blueberries. I'm going to crush some of them just to let that juice pop, and not all of them, but just to get that juice moving a little bit in here. Because I don't want them to just fall out of my biscuit. They going to bust, but I don't want these to be huge blueberries. How y'all doing today? So I had a request from one of my nephews, Deacon Calvin. He said, Mother, I want you to make me some blueberry biscuits. I had made them some before, and I had sent them to him. And he has put this request in a while ago. So he wants chicken in them. So I'm going to cook the chicken in the air fryer. Oh, and these are the blueberries, and we're going to make the biscuits, and then I'm going to drop the chicken, and I'm going to tell y'all a story. I'm going to use the air fryer for his chicken. It's going to be better when I actually get ready to seal this and send it where he lives. So I just did that. Now, you already know how I make my biscuits. So get you about a good 3 cups of flour and a fistful of shortening, okay? Everybody's hand is different, so that could be anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 cup of shortening. And it depends on how many biscuits you're making. You may have to have a cup of shortening. It depends on how big. Hey, hey, Dandelion. Hey, Miss Tracy Coleman. Hey, Gwendolyn Patterson. How did your doctor's appointment go? Are you feeling better today, Gwen? I'm going to work this up. Okay? You got to work it until it crumbles. And you got to work them into crumbles to where it look like leftover dough from flour from battering chicken. You got to really get it crumbly in there. Because what you're doing is incorporating your fat throughout the biscuits. The second thing is you need whole buttermilk. Don't get reduced. You need whole buttermilk because when you make biscuits, you need fat. And the more fat you get. Now, if you are making 2-ingredient biscuits with heavy whipping cream, you don't need to add nothing else. You don't have to add no butter because whipping cream makes butter. So you don't need to add nothing but it. That's why it's called 2 ingredients. If you do add butter to your biscuits with whipping cream, you're going to have some lordy biscuits. Oh, Lord, they're going to be too lordy, and they'll become dense. You know, like how some people do with their cakes. Their cakes become dense, not moist. It's the difference between a dense cake and a moist cake. Okay? Some people think, oh, it's dense. No, that's dense. That just means somewhere that butter either got overworked or you put too much in there. Okay? So you wanted to get into crumbs like what I'm doing. I got a story to tell y'all today. And I think you're going to really like it. And it's going to really, really touch home. I'm going to start doing a whole lot of different things. Like I said, even in my life lessons page, I'm going to start doing a lot of different things. I got a lot of new stuff coming up for you guys. And I think you're going to love it because it's about learning. So it's life's lessons. And on my Tracy K. Mitchell, I'm going to start doing some different things. All right? What did somebody say? Thank you. You know what? When I grew up, I took business. Y'all know I went to school for business. I took business, and I remember my business teacher telling us, you only have one time to make a first impression. So I'm a firm believer that before I turn this camera on, I'm going to get up, take my bath, and I'm going to take care of myself, present myself, make myself presentable. You never know who could be watching you. You can miss an opportunity because you looking some kind of way. You know, I mean, for me, you could talk about me chewing gum, but I'm in a profession where you got to be in people's face. You got to have something. Anybody, morning breath, even after you brush your teeth, morning breath is just not fresh. Because it's still trying to fight off the being shut up all night or your mouth open. Or you done drunk some coffee. And you know what coffee breath smell like. Anybody know coffee stay on your tongue. Okay, so let me show you. I crumbled this up. I'm going to show you. Okay. So I don't do that. I'm always aware. You see how that is? You see how crumbled that is? Okay. Now we're going to add some buttermilk. And then we're going to incorporate the blueberries. So I'm going to put you where you can see me do it. That way I don't have to keep moving myself. And then we're going to make a glaze. We're going to make a powder glaze. We're going to put the chicken on. So y'all know I know about how much they did another. To see how much damage was done. Since I'm falling. Broke my toe. Oh, Gwen, you know, that's what people don't understand. When you have problems, when you have these issues with your back and your joints and your nerves, falling, you can just fall. You would have thought that day when I fell, somebody pushed me down on camera. It's my condition. You right, Gwen. You start falling, and I done been through all kind of tests as well. So I do know what you're going through, and I'll be keeping you in my prayer. You use self-rising flour. Not all. If all you got is all-purpose, then you have to add some salt and baking powder and baking soda and stuff like that. But I use self-rising flour. It don't matter whose you use, long as it's self-rising. And I use whole buttermilk for the fat base for your biscuit. The oven is on 450. The oven is on 450. Yeah, when you fall in, I mean, medical conditions like us and different ones of us that's going through different things in our body, you know, it's hard to explain. You can have a good day, a bad day. When it rains, I can tell when the weather's changing in my leg and in my foot. having them flare-ups like I do. You know, that's why through the years I did my research on sickle cell, and I did my research on lupus and things like that. I had clients. Let me tell y'all how I know so much. I have a big clientele, a very big. I can do some hair, y'all. Y'all may not believe it, but y'all think I can make some biscuits. Give me some clippers. I can do some hair. And I had to learn my clients' conditions. Teaching cosmetology and also being a cosmetologist, you deal with a lot of anatomy and physiology. And, you know, understanding the body, understanding what will bring your hair out, what medications. People that have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, they take a lot of medicine, their edges were thin. That's one sign. So you had to learn about a lot. You got to learn about when people are in a flare-up or what's going on with them. You got to learn. You don't have to have that condition to study and learn it. I don't have lupus. I don't have MS. I don't have sickle cell and any other things like that. But I had clients that had it. And they enlightened me. And they showed me. And I remember when my husband had to go and get tested to see if he had lupus or anything like that, because it was something going on. It shows up differently in everybody. You know, it shows up. Now with sickle cell, a lot of times they know that when you're born. Does the mom or the dad know? No, they probably don't know that they baby gonna have it, because they didn't probably know that they both had the trait. I learned that on my own. My mom didn't even tell me that. And I got the sickle cell trait. I didn't know if I married somebody with a trait like me, we both. So I'm finna incorporate these blueberries in him. How many? All of them. I didn't know. I went to the health department and got my blood work to get married to my husband. And they told me at the health department that I had sickle cell trait. I didn't know what it meant. I knew I had it from mom, but I didn't know what it meant. So back then, y'all know back then, you couldn't just get married. You had to have blood tests. And so they proceeded to tell me if my husband to be, if his came back with a trait, we didn't need to have kids. They said we could get married but don't have children. Well, you can have an itchy scalp, Gail James, for a lot of different reasons. Some people get itchy scalps because it's not actually your scalp. It's what's going on underneath your scalp. You could have a fungus. And if it's in one spot and you keep digging it, your fingernails can give you a fungus. And so what happens is your hair grows from your blood supply, which grows at the root and the base of your head. And if it's a fungus underneath that shaft, in between where your hair is growing, it will cause your hair to keep breaking that and you keep digging and itching. And so the best result is to go to a dermatologist, and they will give you a series of shots. First, they'll do a culture on you. They'll take out a little piece of your scalp and they'll send it to the lab. And after that, a lot of times people that get a lot of chemicals in their hair, it can cause it. Another thing, you could have psoriasis, which is white crusty patches of skin. Then sometimes your eczema can flare up in different places. And then it could be some stuff that you're using. And it could be what you're eating. Because, you know, eczema don't always come out the skin. Avery got eczema, but y'all didn't know it. Because I keep her body moisturized. But she can't wear blue jeans. They irritate her. They bother her. And her doctor said that's just a form of her eczema. She said you do so good with keeping her eczema under control, but it's still on the inside of her. Oh yeah, you can learn something from anybody. You don't have to have nothing to learn about it. Educate yourself in everything. Because you don't have to have it to be willing to learn about it. So now let me take my hand real quick because we're going to do another fold and put them down. Okay, hold on. And I like to read, but like I say, you don't have to have anything to research stuff and learn about it. Learning is good. It's just a good thing. Just like I wrote that song, you can write your own affirmation. If you understand what an affirmation is, you can write you one. Yeah, I research everything, Tanja, because just say if I would have had a baby, just after having babies, and I ain't finna marry this person. I don't know if he got a trait. He don't know. We don't know. We done had a baby, and then the baby be born with it. It ain't like no parents, and I don't think no parents intentionally want their kids to be sick. Well, some do, because I watched this movie where this woman was a nurse, and it did her some type of good to always take care of her child, so she always kept it sick. Thank you. I got my apron from Renee Ives. I don't see her that much on here because she is a nurse and she take care of her grandbaby. So we're gonna fold these today and we're gonna cut them out. Instead of rolling them, we're gonna fold them. Okay, because what we want to do, I'm going to make these a little cute and perfect for him so that I can pack them like I want to. And we're going to get these folded in real good. I'm going to add a little more flour in here so I can pick it up because I got these blueberries in here. Okay, so I'm going to have to shake me a little more flour. That's called... What's called that? I don't know. I don't even know how to say it. What you talking about, Tony Jane? So anyway, I'm going to tell y'all a story once we get going. And I'm going to turn this camera down so y'all can see. Thank you, Jane. I done had them for a minute. You know how people sell that paparazzi? I had got it from a consultant. Okay, so I'm going to go on and clean this bowl out. I'm going to lift this up and put it right here. Okay. I'm getting it all. There won't be one left. Okay. Okay. Empty. You know why I do this? I'm going to tell y'all why I do this. Because when I was growing up, we used to show our mama our plate when we got finished. Some of the things you see me do, I do it because of my mama. So my container is empty. Do I have to show it to you? No. It's just one of those things that I do. And to all my people that's cooking in the chair today, in your wheelchair, in your roller, in your scooter. Keep cooking and keep moving. Don't stop. Whatever you do, because people can't stop their lives to take care of us. You know, my husband and my daughter and them, honey, they got to work. I have to work. Child, I'm determined not to be in one of those things like the scooter things. And I thank God because my people work with me. They want me to represent them. So, They work with me. So what I'm finna do is get ready to, I don't want to touch my phone with this. So I'm going to get this folded just a couple of times. No, I'm not adding no sugar. Not to these biscuits, I'm not. No, the sugar sweet will come from the glaze, from the sugar on top. In these biscuits, I'm not adding no sugar. You can add sugar to biscuits. But I'm not making a dessert. I'm just going to make him some blueberry biscuits. And then he'll have his chicken. He can drizzle some honey on his chicken. He also can take these biscuits. I'm going to make a glaze and put them on the top of it. But inside of the biscuit, I'm not going to add no sugar. Now, if I was going to make blueberry scones or something like that, yeah, I'll add it. But right now, I'm just making some blueberry biscuits. And you have to really fold these a little bit more than you do your regular biscuit, because they're going to be sticky. A little bit more sticky because you got blueberries in here. So, yeah, as soon as I can get these, when I be cooking, I also be thanking for my grandmama and my aunt. Let me tell y'all something. You telling the truth, Miss Mojo. You do. I'm so glad my mama cook in a chair. Y'all know my mama cook in a chair. But you know what? We don't have to go down there. We don't have to take her nothing. We take her something if she wants something. If she wants some of what I cook. But my mama don't have to wait on us. My mama cook in her chair. I be thinking too. My mind be going, when I'm on here with y'all sometimes, my mind be all the way back. That's why I say back down memory lane. My mind be all the way back to when I grew up and the things I learned and stuff like that. And who would have thought? Who would have thought that God was going to, you know, prevail like he did and do this for me, for other people to see, you know, all the things that I learned. And some stuff I learned on my own and some stuff I got from my mother, my aunt, my grandmother. It just is what it is. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with not giving up. Because some people can walk and they can't cook. They don't keep their house clean. And it ain't because something wrong with them. They're just lazy. So, basically, I'm just going to take these and start cutting them out. Thank you for the stars. I'm going to tell y'all a good story while I'm cutting these biscuits out. But I don't want to touch my phone with this stuff on my hand. I got to get these to a certain point now. But I don't want to take all the moisture out of these biscuits. But it does take a little bit more when you make them. Memories is something nobody can take from you. It's something they can't. You got a husband that's deceased, a child, your favorite, whoever that has impacted your life. That can't nobody come in and take that memory from you. You can't. You can't. If you think about it, when you go to funerals and stuff, people get up, they tell you stories about how they met that person. They tell about high school. They remember when they were young. Can't nobody take that from you. There are some memories you're not going to get. You marry somebody right now. If you was with them, somebody get up and say, I remember when his dad was alive, when his mom was alive. Hold on. Let me get that. I got on a dress. It's got pockets. One of y'all gave it to me. I don't know who gave it. But one of y'all gave it to me. So here's a story. Let me show y'all the biscuits, okay? Y'all, this is a good story. This is a story about a woman that couldn't see. She was blind. She was born blind. And she could not see. Y'all know that. Y'all know how that song say, one man sat all alone beside the highway begging. His eyes were blind and the light. You remember that song? Well, this is a story about a girl who was born blind. She hated everything but her boyfriend because she couldn't see. Mama Tracy, I cashed out you to support you. I was unable to do it over Facebook. It's under Shirley McCroy. Thank you, Mama Shirley. I appreciate your support. I really do. And I check it out. I haven't even looked at my cash out. I hadn't even looked at it. I ain't gonna lie now. But anyway, so what happens in this story is she's never seen before. And so she has a boyfriend. And the boyfriend, she tells her boyfriend one day, she said, I would marry you if I could see this world. She said, and the beauty of this world. She said, I never seen the world I live in. She said, but if I ever could see the world I live in, I would marry you. And she said, I'm missing out on so much. I can't. I don't even know the world I'm living in. She said, but you so good to me. You so kind and you so loving. I don't love myself. I don't love nobody but you. You the only thing I love about this world because I can't see it. So the long and the short of it is somebody, you know how you can get eyes donated to you and stuff. So somebody donated some eyes to her. And her eye surgery was successful and she could see. And when she opened her eyes and she could see, her boyfriend said, now that you can see the world and the beauty of the world, will you marry me? When she looked at her boyfriend, y'all, her boyfriend was blind. And she looked at him and she told that boy no. Because she didn't know that her boyfriend was blind. The boyfriend left her that day, brokenhearted and sad, went on home about his business. Ain't that something? Ain't we something else? Now, you didn't have no eyes. It was all right for him to be with you. But now you got some eyes and you can see the world. You told him you wouldn't marry him. So he went home. He wrote her a letter. He said, to my sweetheart, I love you so much. And I am so glad that you can see the world. Even though I didn't know seeing the world would cause me to lose you. Because he thought they was going to see the world together. He said, I only asked one thing of you. Is that you take care of my eyes. The moral of this story is you can give everybody your whole everything, your whole being. And when they get on their feet, they get where they going, it still ain't enough. You can bend over left, you can bend over backwards, you can bend over to the right, and you can bend over to the left. You can give a person everything. Every year you can buy them a new car, a new house. But you can't give people enough. He gave her his eyes in the hopes that she could see enough to want to marry him. He went blind trying to help her see. And when she got what she wanted, and that's how life is. When people get what they want, they forget those that helped them get what they wanted. When she got what she wanted, she left him. I am saying that to you all today because so many times we give people, and in return, this is what they do. You be with a man. I read about Steve Harvey's wife. She did a little thing, and she talked about how she was there for Steve his whole career, and how he left her for his wife. I was reading another one about how Kevin Hart, him and his wife had been together all these years. They had 2 kids together. She was there with him through his whole career, struggling to become this famous comedian. But when he became a famous comedian, I do not like to cut my biscuits out. I'm going to have to do that. When he became a famous comedian, he divorced her. You can give people everything. They don't appreciate what you did. Some people give their kids life. You their mama, you carried them, and they don't appreciate nothing. They can't do a thing for you. They don't appreciate the fact that you laid down and almost died giving birth to them. They don't show you their appreciation and their gratitude. They can't even pick up the phone and say, Mama, hey, I thank you. I wouldn't be here today. And some of the ones that you think wouldn't come back with gratitude are the ones that will come back. Sometimes your kids has been in the worst trouble, gave you the worst problem. They'll come back and say, Mom, I'm sorry for all I done. You know, some are just as easy as just picking up the phone. They ain't gonna do it. Same way with some parents. You can call everybody you want to, but you won't call your kids. You don't know. And you know, and what get me with people is, if you ain't heard that nobody's stuff changed in their life, why all of a sudden you think their life done changed to the point you ain't checking on them? That's why so many people right now, they be dead for a week. I be watching all that. Been dead for a week in their house, in their apartments, wherever they live. Because don't nobody check up on them. All right to be hanging with you when I'm in good health, but when I'm in bad health, you ain't stop your life one time. Children don't stop their lives for their mamas and daddies. Some don't. Your mama can be struggling, having some of the worst times, and other people seeing after them, because you ain't going to stop your life to take care of them. But they stop their lives and push you out their belly. They could have chose not to have a child. They could have went by the way of abortion, but they didn't. They wanted their babies. We sacrifice as parents. We do a lot as parents. She didn't want to marry him because he couldn't see. See, she got his eyes, and instead of sharing the world with him, because he was willing to be blind and be with her, because he already had been with her blind. But she didn't see herself being with no blind man. When it was time for her to say, if she made a vow, she said, if I could only see, I would marry you. And so he tried to give her everything. You'll lose yourself trying to give people everything. I'm like this. I tell my daughter all the time, I got to be an example. I lose friends before I sit around and do unethical things. I lose a friend at this age. I won't have no friends. Not at this age and time. Before I let my children see me act a fool. Before I let my children see me not carry myself right. No, ain't gonna happen. Because they watching us, and we still are the best examples that they can have. And trust me, when you think a child ain't looking, when you think a child don't know what you're doing, you better think again. Because you mess around and make that child mad, they gonna tell you, but you did it. Y'all know the story in the Bible? This is your first set of buttermilk biscuits that's going to go in the oven. Now, this is something my mama told me to do. And y'all know I do it. And it does work. Let me get some of this off. I take water or buttermilk and pat the top. Even if you're cooking your biscuits with sweet milk, whatever you're cooking it with, pat it on the top, and it seals the moisture in. Put it in the oven. Okay. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give these biscuits about a good 15 minutes because they have the blueberries in them. So they'll cook for about 15 minutes. Okay. So you can't, I'm going to make some more. You be surprised. You can go out right now, buy somebody a home. People will turn on you at the quickness. It doesn't matter what you do for them. Here they are. I'm going to put them in the oven. I'm going to roll out some more. That's the first set. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. And the reason why they're big, because they're going to be stuffed with chicken. Okay? Let me get this first set in, and then we'll go to the next set. I'm going to do these about 15 minutes. Then let me set the timer. Then I might take these other ones and roll them by hand. Where my timer at? Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for my timer. Okay. I got to get another skillet. Hold on. Then after I get these in, we're going to go to the chicken. I'm going to show you these. Hold on. Okay. So I'm just going to take these, pat my hand, and roll these. So, like these patches, I thank God. Some people don't go back with gratitude for what God do for them. Let me tell y'all something. These patches make me feel good. If you got lupus, if you got sickle cell, if you got MS, arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, all those different things, you need to try these patches. If you're a person that has to deal with pain, let me put it like that. I think that's the best way. That's the best way I can say it. If you're dealing with pain in your body, you need to get you some patches. These going to be big, y'all. You need to get you some patches. Okay? Because they do actually work. And y'all know I haven't had an injection since October. And I haven't been on my steroid medicine. As a matter of fact, I haven't been on it. And I'm actually losing weight. Praise God. And I'm going to keep losing it. Because God is helping me. Give God thanks and glory in everything. In and of myself, we can't, in and of yourself, you can't do it. But with God, you can do all things. Jean said it's helping her feel better. Pull your blouse up. Oh, okay. But I got a shirt up under there. You won't see nothing. Thank you. Appreciate that. Some don't. But praise be to Jesus. My daughter does. Amen. Mine do too. Mine does too, Sister First. I can't read it all. It's going fast. I'm sorry. When I had my surgery, when my husband had his, Kelby stopped. She moved home. My kids do. Son got food. But I said in some situations, children just got to live their life. Your children are not yours. You just raised them. You trained them up. You were a vessel to help that human being. And they will return back and remember the things you done. But some don't come back with gratitude. There was a lot of people Jesus helped. He healed 10. But 10 with leprosy. But only 1 came back with gratitude. I'm grateful. You're going to be their mama. You're going to be their mama regardless because they come from you. But sometimes kids are better than their parents. Sometimes parents embarrass their kids. They don't like how you do. They don't like how you carry on. They a kid. They stand in the kid's place. But if you ever ask them, does it bother you the things that I'm doing? They may look at you and say, yeah, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed about this. I'm embarrassed about that. But you know, when we grew up, children couldn't even express themselves because grown folks didn't want them to. They say stay in a child's place. And them patches, I got to talk to a young lady the other day. She didn't know how, and she contacted my brother. And she said, one thing I want to request, could you please see if I could just tell your sister, hey? And he called me, and I said, hello. And he said, somebody want to speak to you. And she said, fold me up like a lawn chair. Honey. I said, oh, honey. And she said, I be watching you like you watch the stories. She said, my daughter said, Mama, your show on yet? She said, honey, she ain't. But let me tell y'all something. Those patches, they help you in every way. Let that patch be to you what you want it to be to you. I'm trying to see if I want this to be a big biscuit. That's a big biscuit. I'm going to make a real big one. This last one. This is the last one. They call X39s. They're in the description of this video. There's a link to it. Deacon Calvin got it put up. He got the information pinned for you all. Okay. This is the last set of these biscuits. And there is 2, 4, 6, 7 of these biscuits. Oh my God, from Zion. And I'm going to pat them. Oh, let me let you see them. And I'm going to pat them with buttermilk. Okay. Now we're going to work on the chicken. Okay. And then we're going to be cleaning up my mess because I want my kitchen back like I came in here. It wasn't messed up when I came in here. Okay. All right. Thank you, Miss Tracy. I ordered the patches and I'm wearing them. How are you feeling, Joanna Butler? How they making you feel? All right, Eric, you come get them here. These finna head out to Florida, these here biscuits. They gotta go to Florida. I'd be good to my nieces and nephews. I try. Dandelion them. I love them. I appreciate them. You know, sometimes when we get, as older people, even our biological nieces and nephews that we help raise, they don't come back around. But you get new ones. God bless you with those that want to spend time. And these are not my real nieces and nephews, but they are people that want to spend time with me. And because they spend time with me, you know, we understand each other. And we are good to each other. And you don't have to be young for a young person to want to spend time with you. People spend time with who they want to spend time with. Some children are a blessing. They always been a blessing. Some run away from the life that they got with you. Some leave through education because they don't like the life that they got. And they're going to have a better life. I've worked with children for a while. And I know how they think. And I know how they feel. And some of them are actually more mature than their parents. The better stewards they are. So I had a friend like that. Her mama and daddy was something else. But she was nothing like that. She went to church and everything. She got saved young. Something in her was just so different than her family. She didn't want to be nothing. She used to always say, I don't want to be nothing like my mother. She didn't want it. She wanted something different for her life. And she worked toward it. Okay? So, just because you can have a parent that's on drugs, you can have a parent that's in the streets partying, you don't have to be like that. Their lives are not based on yours. They help you become that man and woman, but they don't own your life. You don't. We're gonna get ready to do the chicken, so hold on, y'all. I gotta do a shift real quick. They don't control you. You can be whatever and whomever you choose to be. That's the truth. No. That's the truth. It's just like parents that didn't get to go off the car. But my mom and daddy did. But they wanted us to. You don't hold your kids back. You can have a good student and their parent come to school acting crazy, honey. And then some kids, they do mimic their parents. Hold on, I'm getting my little mess up real quick. Then I'm going to do the chicken. And then we're going to make a glaze. You know, y'all tell me on Fridays I can freestyle. So I want to tell y'all a story this here Friday. Hold on 1 second, y'all. You know, being in this condition I'm in, I keep my station clean. I work in one spot so I don't destroy my kitchen. So I want y'all to understand that. So I'm cleaning up this area so I can work on chicken. I'm gonna use the air fryer. Okay. Hold on 1 second again. I'll be back with you in just a second. Hold on. Okay, we finna take this chicken and we finna put it in the air fryer. Okay? I got this chicken and it's soaking in what I call a roux. Now I'm gonna take some flour. I'm going to roll this chicken in this flour. I'm toting it over here. Hold on, girl. Wait right there for me. I'll be back. All right. Did I do that? So I'm going to take this chicken. And I got this chicken with some everything green. And it's in a roux. What did you say? I love you too, nephew. I love you too, down the line. And then I am going to put it now in this flour over here. And I'm going to put it in the air fryer. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roll it in this here flour. I'm not going to overly season it. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And I'm just going to lightly flour it and dust it good. Give it that crunch in that air fryer. Let me get the air fryer. Hold on. Let me get this out. So I'm going to run out of room. That's my timer. Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put these as I flour them up in my air fryer. I got to spray it first. Okay. These are thighs. Hey, Krista Katie Wooten, I'm doing good. How you doing? I feel all right. I feel my help coming. But yeah, back to people with medical conditions. I had to learn a lot from doing hair and everything and teaching. You know, because you got to know what to look for before you start messing around and putting chemicals in people's hair. Yeah, you got to know the texture of the hair and all that. And if it's thick, if it's thin, if it's this and that. But people don't understand when folks get alopecia areata, which is baldness in spots, it's a hereditary thing. It's hereditary. Some people don't even know that it runs in their family. And they start losing hair at a certain age like men do. Men start losing hair because it runs in their family. Have some pretty wavy hair and it just start thinning out because it's something that is genetically, you can't change those genetics. Okay? So I got these, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I got 2 more left. I'm going to put it in the air fryer on the chicken. And then let me wash my hands because it's not plugged up. Y'all, when I walk, I have to lift my foot because I don't feel it. When I walk, if you see me lift this leg real high, it's because I can't feel my foot. If I keep walking normal like I used to, I'll fall. With the feet not having the ability, the toes to bend, I will fall. Okay? So let's get this going. We're doing chicken. Let me find chicken. Da 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 da. I see wings. I see bake. I'm gonna go with wings, Alex, for 100. Okay. Now let's go check these biscuits, shall we? But I might walk a little funny, but those patches, I'm not in pain like I was in. They come and go. Let's check our biscuits. We got to be careful with unsolicited offers to many scammers. Well, my patches are not a scammer. Cause they working. I don't know what y'all talking about. I know people come on here scamming. If that's what you're talking about, okay? These biscuits are ready. One set is. The other set need to be buttered. And this set could use some butter. Hold on, y'all. Butter with whatever you want to butter with. Oh, yeah. Hey, Monique. I was singing and thinking about you. Oh, Monique, thank you for thinking about me, baby girl. I appreciate you. Appreciate all y'all for. I know who my supporters are. I know. And I appreciate y'all so much. And greater is he that's in me than he that's in the world, honey. The world has no idea. My trials come to make me strong. And I am getting stronger. And then when y'all spoke that word on me, honey, you can't get mad when somebody tell you the truth. Don't fold up and get weak and give in. Greater, the great one. Let me show y'all these biscuits. Lives inside of me. Honey, look at them biscuits. And I ain't made the glaze yet. We're going to make the glaze, but I ain't made them yet. Y'all see that? We had Bible study again yesterday. Honey, Bible study been good. I'm telling y'all, life lessons have been amazing. So, I'm going to make a glaze to go on top of these biscuits. Look how pretty those biscuits are. They butter. They blueberry. Okay? And they hot, and I'm not going to try to lift them up. And he can cut them open and put his, he can cut it open and put his, chicken in it. So I got another set finna come out. So let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and get this glaze going for y'all. Okay, hold on. It's open season for real estate. So I'm gonna get some milk. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get some milk. So we can normally if I'm making them and I'm not adding chicken in them, I put vanilla and I put cinnamon in those biscuits. It just depends on what I'm pairing those biscuits to. That's how I do it. So all according to what those biscuits gonna be paired with. Put a little vanilla in here. But that's it. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my glaze. Wish I had my other squeeze bottle. I don't know what I did with it. I just don't know what I did with it. About to take the other set out and butter them. Hold on. I'm gonna put some glaze on them. Make sure this glaze thick enough. Hold on. Yeah, it's pretty good to me. Maybe a little thicker. Let me get a little thicker than that. Hold on, I want it a little thicker. Just a little thicker than that. That's thick enough. We'll see. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna check these out. Check my glaze out. That's better. That's it right yonder. Ooh-wee, mama.
And knowing him, he like a lot of glaze, honey. So I ain't gonna over, but gotta get it on there because he like it. Y'all already know they good. Okay, let me get the next set out. We got to butter them and glaze them, okay? I'm going to turn this oven off. Put a little more browning on that. Let me turn it off. And let me go to broil and get it going. And then let's butter these. And then we're going to put just a little more darkness on these. Okay, let's butter these. Thank y'all for the stars, whoever sent them. I appreciate them. I know y'all can't get stars every time I go live. I know y'all can't. And I know some people, they send me their money in the mail. So let me keep thanking my people that do they support a badge. And Miss Linda Cleve and all of them that send it in the mail. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay? Yeah, they blueberry. Yeah. I'm on just brownies just for a second, okay, y'all? See, my station clean. I'm on brownies for a second. They need to be just a little more browner. Then we'll put glaze on them. And then we're gonna do these the chicken and make sure that his stuff is real nice. I'm going to let them cool and everything, and probably let them sit, you know, and then I'll get them in the mail. I love y'all. I do. I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm all right. I am. I try to show them I appreciate them. It don't have to be no special occasion to tell nobody you appreciate them. You don't have to wait till no birthdays. If you got something to give somebody, we don't know what tomorrow going to bring. You know? I don't worry about tomorrow. I just live from day to day. I don't borrow from its sunshine, for its clouds may turn to gray. I don't worry over the future, for I know what Jesus said. And today I walk behind him, for he knows what is ahead. Many things about tomorrow I don't seem to understand. Let me tell you something. I know I'm supposed to finish that song. It just come in my head and I have to say it. That's why sometimes, okay, they ready. That's why sometimes people that take care of them CNAs and different ones that take care of our family, we don't go check on them. That's how they end up getting a house. They get everything. Because they left it to them. Because we didn't come around. Yeah, it might be your aunt, but you ain't acting like no niece. You ain't acting like no nephew. Let me turn it around. That's the second set. So, with that being said, honey, you got to start doing some stuff. I can tell y'all some stories. It's story time. Didn't I tell y'all it was story time today? It's story time today. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me find my thing so I can do my reel. Okay? Y'all will hear me in the background. Buttermilk Blueberry Homemade Biscuits. Oh my. I want a piece of pie. Those are without glaze, and there you go, some with the glaze. All you gotta do is the drizzle for me. Just take it up and drizzle it. It's the drizzle for me. Get as much of that good old drizzle as you can take. Get in there. Oh yeah, get in there. Sometimes you just don't want to drizzle. Sometimes you just want to pour you a little on top of all that goodness. What you say? Oh, don't do it that way. Mama, don't do me like that. Oh, just like that. Just like that. And oh yeah, and just like that. Hold it. Make it become your own. Get in there. Yeah. Get in there. All right, y'all. I wonder if he want a little more drizzle. I put a good drizzle on these. I might need to drizzle them other ones just a little bit more, too. A little bit more drizzle. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Ooh-wee, don't mess with me. And I won't mess with you. What you say about me making some biscuits? I can. I know how. My mama. I got it from my mama. Where she get it? She got it from her mama. Baby, look at that. That's supposed to be in somebody's cookbook right there. I reckon so. I reckon maybe it's supposed to be in somebody's cookbook that there. Honey, more better. What? More better. Who? Honey, that's supposed to be in somebody yonder's cookbook. And after you've done all you can, stand. So now I gotta go over here and check this here chicken and finish that. Clean up this where it spilled over. Ain't nothing new under the sun, is it? Huh. I hope I have my grandkids before I'm way too old so I can say, they can say, my grandma can cook. My grandma can make anything. My grandmama made this for school for me. Yep. And I'll be making it. Let me check this at chicken. See what's going on. See if I need to turn it. Let me spray it. It's looking all right in here. But it ain't no kinds of way finished. I told y'all, it's the patches for me. Yeah, he liked that cream. Sugar-free, I creamed them all the way for him. Cut one of them babies open and stuff it with a piece of chicken. Take that chicken, you can drizzle you a little honey on it. And then you can say, honey, honey. I got mine. I got to make these. Oh, yeah, Miss Vicky. Did I do it, Miss Elisa Hartman? Trying, honey. Feel like baking a couple of cakes, too. See, Auntie don't be playing. And my nieces and nephews can testify. Child, I give you this dress. As they say, the shirt off my back. I will. also, I want to thank this little young lady. Willie and Jermaine follows her. And I think it's Rob's sister. Jermaine, what's her name? Jermaine, what's the young lady name? She was crying on her live over what they did to me. Baby, I want to thank you. And I appreciate you. I see that you see and you know. And when you raise to respect your elders, it do hurt you to see elderly abuse. And I appreciate you. Jermaine, what's her name? Tamika the Spice Queen. Thank you, Tamika. And may God wipe all your tears. And for everyone you shared for Mama Tracy, may He restore. And may He open up your page in abundance. Keep your page clean. Don't argue with nobody. And unfortunately, you can't help nobody. But what I can tell you is your page gonna outgrow a lot of people. They thought you wasn't gonna make it. They said you wouldn't be here today. They said you never amount to anything. But I'm glad to say you on your way. And you getting better each day. You just remember there's gonna be many that started out with you and they're gonna go astray. God gonna bless you and your brother. Oh yeah, sometimes people try to look down on you for what you don't have when they don't realize everything God got in store for you. Miss Tamika Spice Queen. I hope you catch this on the replay. I don't even know. I know you watched me because you was crying over me. But then again, it was all in the shade room, how I was treated. So I just want to say, baby, I saw your video because Rob and Jermaine was watching. And I think they asked you a couple of questions. Did they know who she was talking about? And they knew instantly. You didn't say my name, but you showed me that it hurt you too. Some content creators won't even speak up. They don't care. But I appreciate you crying over me. I got some of them ain't gonna shed a tear. And I ain't never done that for you. So I love you and I thank you. You don't have to cry. May God wipe every tear from your eye. And may your ladder be greater than your past. I speak life over you, baby. And it's not just because you cried for me. It's because you had compassion for me. It's because you shared and you stood in a place of understanding. See, some people do things for folks for the camera. But you did it because you understood. And I thank you for that. Amen. I'm not pulling you into nothing because it ain't going to be nothing. But I saw your video. And it just came to my mind. It just came. Because it's story day. On Fridays, I can do what I want to. So I try to enlighten people with different... Hey, say, nigga, son! What's up, son? You on candy camera, son? People kept inboxing my son. Well, my children are different. And my husband or my son don't get in women's stuff. And my son don't talk his talk. So I don't like when you all that watch us try to pull them into stuff. Leave him alone. He all right. He love me. Ain't nobody, I promise you, gonna come for me for free. Not for free. You ain't gotta worry. I got real nephews and nieces and brothers. I got 6 brothers and I got a husband. I ain't worried. Not that. Baby, I got folk in my family. You don't never want to know their name. I'm scared of them my own self. And I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna even lie. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna lie and tell you I fool with them my own self because I don't. No. You can't. I ain't fooling with them. I don't borrow no money and nothing. I never borrowed money from people though. I've never had to. I always had my money. Because I've always worked 2 or 3 jobs. I loved it. Ran 3 businesses in one house. Love it. I'm running two in one house now. And I love it. Look. Y'all think I be playing. Look at my kitchen. When I made them biscuits. I be cleaning. Look at my floor. I just got through sweeping. I be cleaning as I go. You see that over there? Because I'm not through. That's why you see it. Mama might be in a chair. But baby, I be cleaning my house. You can eat in my house. Now, I got a whole lot of seasonings over here. That's some seasonings over here in this corner. They just loaded down with season rags. Them my little bags I get from the grocery store. There go my cleaning supply stuff. That's my sauces and hot sauces and stuff. And my seasoning, I be cleaning while I cook. Oh, Miss May Ellison, yeah, but we're going to keep moving on from it. Because at the end of the day, nobody know what their lot is. Nobody know what they could be facing. So we going to keep moving. Yes, Auntie going to clean. She going to do what she got to do. She going to make sure stuff on point. And I can go to any room. I think I can. Let me see if I can go in the den today. Now, I can't say the den going to be perfect. Because this AA say stay out of her room. Well, it ain't that bad today now. Leave AA alone. This AA room. It don't be perfect. Because see, AA got all her stuff. Y'all know AA still play with her toys. She done stripped this dog him. So, you know, but look. But you can't say that because this AA room, I leave AA in her room. I let AA do what she want to do in her room. That's my office over there, y'all. I run my business from my home. Y'all know I moved my office, but I moved it to home. So if anybody want to know how educated I am, baby, I run a whole office from here, okay? Those are my books I like to read. Let me turn this upside down because I see a W9 or something. 1099 W2. I run my office from my house. Okay? So I want y'all to understand. I work. And I do this too. But this AA room. Y'all have to leave AA room alone. This the den. This not the sunroom. AA play in here. Whoo, honey. AA got stuff in front of the fireplace. I got 3 fireplaces. I like that little picture over there. Because she looked like my grandmama mother. I gave Willie a mirror. Y'all know I sold furniture. But anyway, this is one of my collections with my dolls and stuff like that. That's one of my doll collections. I got all kind of black art and collections and music stuff. Hold on, y'all. I need to turn this chicken. I think I need to flip it. Because I don't need to be messing up my chicken. Let me check this. It look all right in here. It don't look the best in here to me. May finish it up in the oven. It's crunchy. It ain't done. I call myself not wanting this chicken greasy, but it don't look like nothing to me. My glasses is too big. That's why I'm all the time messing with them. I got to get enough time to go see the doctor. And then y'all done seen my sunroom. Mama don't burn the... Oh, no. It's set on... The temperature's supposed to be on for chicken. But I don't like how this chicken look. I turned it over. Yeah, I can get up and down these 3 steps for my sunroom. I walked up a bunch of steps on that content creator weekend. But I do. I work from home. I'm working on my new business. I haven't told y'all about it yet because I'm still in the beginnings of getting the stuff together. Got to get all my stuff done through my attorney. It's the backyard patio. Well, that's AA room, y'all. If I didn't have no kids, it would probably be spotless. It would take a while for thighs. Okay, thank you, Sandy, Dora. Cindy, do I say your name right? Cindy, is it Doran? Doran? I don't know. I'm saying that. I walked them steps down the line. Honey, those biscuits look good, but the thing is, I'm not eating stuff like that. What I want is some sauteed vegetables and a piece of fish. Dornan, Cindy Dornan. Okay. Cindy Dornan. Cindy, where you from? Are you from Kentucky, Cindy? Oh, you wait and see. We get some stuff done till the backyard, say. Thank you for being a supporter. And if you all want to be a supporter of my pages, Bible study, which is life lessons now, Tracy K. Mitchell, please be a supporter. And thank you all for hanging in with the Mama Comfort Cooking supporters. I appreciate that. I am in a process. I think I'm going to merge that page to this page and pull the 467 that I got over there and merge them over here. Y'all got to watch Bible study from last night. Amen, Big Mo. I gotta start this over. I've been walking good. Those patches have really helped me. Those patches have really helped me. That's all I can tell y'all. It's been such a blessing. Such a true blessing. Oh, you from Cleveland. Cleveland, Ohio. I got some family in Dayton, Ohio. My best friend used to live in Sandusky. She sure did. And I know some people, well, I just know some of my followers on here from, is it Youngstown or or something like that. The patches are the X39 patches that I show y'all all the time. I want some of your tater salad and oh, it was good. Your son was born in Dayton, Ohio, Jen? You're not far from Cleveland? Oh yeah, you can eat. I can turn my camera on in every room. My bathrooms are gonna be clean. My kitchen. My mama taught me 2 things. Always keep your kitchen clean and your bathroom clean. Somebody may need to use your bathroom, and somebody may want something to drink. Now I might have some clutter because I got all those seasonings because I bake, and I need to knock this wall out and take my kitchen in there. Because I got 3 sitting rooms. I got a living room, a sunroom, and a den. And I got this big old sunroom with this big TV in it too. So if I'm going to have to remodel, then I won't be moving. But if God don't see fit for me to have no farm or nothing, then that'd be that. Yes, I was going to stuff a biscuit so y'all could see how it was going to be. Put a little drizzle, a little honey on it. But this here air fryer supposed to have been fast. I could have been through frying that chicken by now because it's boneless, skinless. I didn't know it was going to take all this time with no air fryer. The food already in there. Shout out to Casa Grande, Arizona. Shout out. Yeah, y'all don't even have to worry. My house ain't gonna be. It's gonna be on point. And when I was in bad condition, my husband, he cleans. But, you know, I like some stuff deep clean. Like, she wiped my cabinets. Look how shiny my cabinets and stuff are. She wiped my cabinets. She cleaned the plates and stuff that was in my cabinets. My cabinet thing, she put it back. My plates in there. It's clean. Ain't nothing on my hand. I like my stuff done right. And if you can't do it, you pay somebody else to do it. Air frying is slow. I didn't know it was slow though. Hey Terica, how you doing? Tracy, sometimes I pre-cook and let cook. Oh, I didn't think about that. I could have started it off with some butter, couldn't I? It's almost there. My God, from Zion, it's just not pretty. But it'll be finished in just a little bit. I'm sorry about this. That wasn't my intentions. But I got my kitchen straightened up. And these biscuits are beautiful. And I'm going to cut one open and I'm going to put a piece of chicken in it. What is your fruit basket made of? It's ceramic. Ceramic, Miss Tina. So listen, I told y'all the story about the woman whose boyfriend, he took his eyes so she could see because she promised to marry him. And when she got what she wanted from him, then y'all know she told him no. But the moral of the story is he could see and he was willing to accept her when she couldn't see nothing. But once she got a taste of what this world is like, she left him. Broke his heart, but she got his eyes. So she still got a part of him. And his letter told her how she hurt him. But only one thing he wanted for her in pardon was that she took care of his eyes. Because he sacrificed seeing so that she could see. Because all he wanted to do was love her. All he wanted to do is be there with her. He was willing to marry her just like she was. See, sometimes when you with a person, until you go through some trials and tribulations. I didn't know my husband loved me this much. That's why they're coming against my man. I didn't know he loved me this much. He didn't know I loved him that much. Because we had never went through better and worse. We was always in better. We didn't know what worse was. Until he had to have a total knee replacement. Until he had to have an elbow surgery. Until he had to get both of his trigger fingers from playing football. Did not know that Tracy was going to stay around and take care of him. And bathe him and do what a wife ought to do for her husband. And when Tracy was moving and doing good and going to the gym every day in 2018, she never knew that she was going to hurt her back, have to have surgery, be on steroids, have to live with this condition. But he didn't go nowhere. He kept on getting up, getting Avery ready for school, being daddy that he is, being the husband that he is, paying all the bills that like he always did, being a provider, being a loving husband in the church. When people can't find anything against you, they make up stuff. Because jealousy is like witchcraft. 36 years ago, we started our journey in 1987. There's some start. Some people on their second, third, fourth, fifth marriage. And some reasons, and sometimes it's not because of them. It could be because of the situation that they was in. So let's make sure we cover that. Some people had no other choice to go. Some husbands left them. And misery love company. The main people that say, mine cheated, they cheaters or been cheated on. So this girl took this man's eyes. And he was willingly to give it to her. He was willing to give her everything. Some people, you can't get them to be with you. You can give them your all and all. You're willing to sacrifice your eyes. He sacrificed who he was just to marry her. Because she said, if I could see this world and the beauty of it. It would make me love myself, and I would marry you. Now, I'm in this until death do we part. That's my attitude. I don't have anyone. I'm not looking. I don't want to relearn nobody. It's till death do we part. You're going to live out your vows. Every day ain't going to be easy. But don't get up and run. Every marriage is going to have its share of issues. But you don't have to do what the world say, because that's how they did it. Then see, some people be mad because they peep into your life. And they can't be happy for your life because they ruined their own life. And ain't no marriage guaranteed. I don't care what you say. You can be married 50 years. I told y'all a story about the woman I sold a house that had been married over 50 years and she was leaving her husband. Because she found, what did you say? I was married 40 years and he left me. He left you. I can get the other part because something was covering it up. And he left me when I got MS. See? He didn't want to live out those vows. And that's got to be hard. You didn't ask for MS. It showed up later on in life. People will only want to be with you when you got something. That's why you have fair weather friends. Some friends don't even stick around until you get something. Then everybody want to be your friend. Then everybody want to hang with you. Mess around and go pro. Basketball, baseball, football. Go pro. Everybody want to know you. Mess around and let Kelby become a professional singer. And she get a record deal with Jay-Z or somebody. I'm just using that name. Everybody in this town gonna want to know her. A son get him a gospel and he become famous. Everybody gonna want to know. Everybody gonna acknowledge. Let me get a cooking show on Food Network. Let me mess around and get Mama's Comfort Cooking on Food Network. Everybody gonna say they know me. That's why the Bible say a man that gives gifts have many friends. But what happened when you quit giving? Well, divorce is not an option in mine either, Bridget. But ain't nothing ever guaranteed. You can be sick and your husband can go before you. Your husband can be sick and you well and you can go before him. Both of y'all can go together. Let me tell you what happened where I'm from. This past Christmas, during the time when my aunt died, actually it was the day before my aunt died, the mayor of our town, him and his wife was coming from a Christmas party. And somebody decided to drink and drive. And they had a head-on collision, and both of them died. Both of them died. So, at Christmas, the mayor's children had to lay their mama and daddy to rest. Lost both of them at the same time. You don't never know. I want my mama to say, don't never say what you will or won't take. You don't know what you won't take in your marriage until you go through it. Okay, I got to put on 2 last pieces, but I got to soak this for a second. And we'll do the demonstration. You don't never know. They both died. And so my cousin, who is on the city council, he became a temporary mayor there. I'm crying good, man. I'm finna show it to you. They both died. sad. And he was a nice mayor. He was Italian. Unfortunately, you don't control death. I got a little honey here. I don't think I need it, but let me get the plate. Hold on. Just don't never know. Nobody can say. You don't know who's gonna outlive the other one. So my chicken is ready. I'm gonna start some more. Okay. Now, this is what Calvin said it was supposed to be like. AA will eat some chicken and she might. Let me get one of these here biscuits and see if I can work this out for y'all. Now, Deacon Calvin said this how it's supposed to go. As it was told unto me. I'm supposed to take this here chicken, put it inside this biscuit. I'm going to take a good piece of chicken like that. For the purpose of demonstration, I need to drizzle some honey. That's what Deacon Calvin said. He said, Mother, drizzle some honey. I can get that in there. Take that little honey. Like so, like that. He told me to drizzle it. The honey. That's what my nephew told me to do. Then he said, Mama. He calls me mother. He's a mother. Like the church mother. Because he got a good mother. He said, put it on like that, Mama. And that's your blueberry biscuit. Somebody get that picture for me. Dandelion or somebody. Somebody get that picture for me. I'm going to try it for y'all. Okay? Now, this is what was told to me to do. He said, Mom, I'm going to send you a picture. Can you make them? You get that picture for me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jean. Deacon Calvin got a good mother and father. I'm just a auntie. But he called me mother because he's a deacon. And you call the mothers of the church mother. So, here we go. I'm supposed to pick this up and bite it. Just like that. Father God, we thank you for this food we about to receive. Sanctify and purify to nourish my body. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Because I'm not eating no sweets like this, if y'all don't mind, I'm just going to cut it. Because this can go to him too, as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to bag this chicken different. Okay. I just cut it, Deacon Calvin. I didn't bite it. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. And then Calvin. Oh my God. Bye-bye. That chicken too. Yes, Lord. That's hot. I don't know what else to tell you. But these blueberry biscuits, baby, I need to go and open up a restaurant. I call it Big Mama's on Main. It ain't too much nothing I can't cook. I can cook Jamaican food and everything. And I'm learning how to cook African food. Baby, this here don't make no sense. I don't want to mess with this. It's too much to give somebody when they're doing right. I'm finna put it down. I ain't been eating this kind of stuff. All I'm gonna eat. But I wanna. Okay. Let me back off. So, that was it. That's finger licking. You want to see it? Let me turn them around. Eric, come get you two of these. Get that one I had right there. How many biscuits he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over here. And look at all of these. He gonna eat all these biscuits. That's on him now. Baby, who don't want to eat the rest of that biscuit? But I ain't gonna do it. I use fresh, I actually use fresh, I use fresh blueberries and I pressed them with them. I mashed them with my masher. So I mashed them so some of the juice could pop out. But those are fresh blueberries. Who want the biscuit I cut? Because I want to eat it so bad and I ain't. I've been doing so good. Miss Tracy, I'm claiming Deacon Calvin as just like, come on, Denise Ferguson. Wouldn't that be nice? If him and Kel could get their selves together. Neither one of them don't know what they want. That's all. I might let just Deacon Calvin cook his own chicken because he can cook. I'm going to finish this chicken in this air fryer, but I'm probably just going to seal them biscuits and send the biscuits. He can cook his own chicken. It's good, but I wonder how it's going to be. How it's going to be to warm up because it took a while. I wish I would have fried those on a skillet. I might take those other two that I got left and fry them in the skillet. Honey, you hear him on here saying, ooh wee. That ain't me writing. That's my, when people be saying, she wrote this, she wrote that. I don't have my hands nowhere to write nothing. That be my moderator, the head one. He writes up everything, honey. It don't be me. He writing right now, and my hands is in water. That's why I be telling him, quit fussing with people. They think it's me. Moderator. So I want y'all to have a good weekend in case some of y'all don't come through, and in case I'm not on here this weekend. I may not be. And I don't know if I'm going to come back today. I'll warm up. Oh, you can warm it up in the air fryer. Okay. Heat it with a little water. Yes, it's me, Deacon Calvin. Y'all, he on now. He hearing every word y'all say. He is on there. Trust me. And I'm going to take these. Hey, Zach and Barb. I'm going to take these and put them in my sealer, and I'm going to send them to Florida. And he can do with them whatever and sewings he wants to. That boy loves my biscuits. I ain't really seen nobody that didn't. I got 2 pieces of chicken left. And I think I'm gonna fry them. I'm trying to clean this thing. Y'all enjoy our talk today. You didn't have when I made them big enough for you to stuff. They're gonna be right. Jermaine, and you make sure you get that to that young lady for me until I said all is well. I'm just praying God open my foot up. Oh my goodness. Do y'all ever do like that when y'all get out the kitchen, Reginald? When you get out your kitchen, do you clean your kitchen on up before you leave out? I don't care if I'm going to eat. I don't really eat in my bedroom, but sometimes when I was in the bed or had to go and do it, most of the time I eat in this kitchen when I get through. I'll eat later because I don't want what I cook the time I finish it. But I hate to come back in this kitchen and it just be dirty. I hate to wake up. I don't never wake up to no dirty kitchen, but me and my husband, we the same right there. I hate dishes in my sink. I'm like my mama. I'm so much like her. She said all the time, me and you just right. I look like her and I act like her. And she a no-nonsense woman. I don't like no dishes in my sink. Oh no. No. I ain't gonna be able to do it. That's why it's so hard when people say bring covered dishes. I don't know how you live in this hard. You got all them dogs in your house. I can't do it. I like dogs, but I don't fool with all that too many of them in my kitchen and stuff like that. When Avery have Sage over, Sage can't come in here. Sugar can't come in the kitchen. They can roam, but they can't be in here when I'm cooking. That's just, I don't think that's sanitary for me. You might think it's alright, and that's it. That is alright that you don't have no problem with it, but I don't want no dogs in the kitchen while I'm cooking. I was watching a TikTok, and this woman said she was cooking something for somebody else, and the dog jumped up on the counter and bit into what she was cooking, and she said, and she set him down, and she didn't have on no gloves or nothing, and she said, she started that cooking it for whoever, and she said, oh, I'm going to put my gloves on. She didn't go wash her hands. She said, I'm going to go put my gloves on since I'm cooking this for somebody else. She said, but he just had a bath. He's clean. And I said, that's why you don't eat at everybody's house, right there. Did y'all see that TikTok? I said, ooh. Or it was a Facebook something. I said, oh no. Like that thing say, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I ain't gonna be able to do that. And I do like dogs. I am a dog lover, but not in my kitchen. Pastor Reginald, I have to get my kitchen clean. I I ain't ate nothing today. I don't want all my calories in my meal. I'm gonna go get me some sauteed vegetables from the Chinese restaurant. I'm gonna go get some of those vegetable deluxe, melody deluxe or something like that. It'll have cabbage in it. It has mushrooms, bean sprouts, like I just bought it. I'm gonna fry those last 2 pieces of chicken. All right now. I done sat around and cleaned up. I done enjoyed y'all. I don't know how long. I don't know what time now. Let me see. Well, I'm so glad we had this time together. I saw what the dog was eating at the kitchen. Oh, really? Get some air fryer liners. Be careful with Chinese food, even their vegetables, because they're full of sodium. Yes, you are right. But this particular place, they do that stuff fresh. It's called the Dragon Garden. But you are right. Like, you don't need to eat Zaxby's. One Zaxby chicken strip meal has about 980 sodium. That's most sodium you're supposed to have for the whole entire week. I don't know what I eat because, see, I also made me some tuna fish yesterday. And yesterday I had tuna fish and crackers. My problem is that I'm not eating enough. That's the problem. And I don't know. I have tuna fish in here. Hey, $1 Million Barbecue. How are you? How you doing? Good to see you, James. How your wife doing? I'm looking forward to the reunion, James. I want to see y'all come. I got my $1 Million Barbecue ready out. The season finna open up. Eddie finna $1 Million Barbecue it. Y'all go get y'all $1 Million Barbecue. And tell him Mama Tracy sent you. And you gonna thank me, huh? You gonna thank me. When I tell you gonna thank me. And if you're an older person, you gonna love Mr. James of $1 Million Barbecue. You gonna love it. Because even his spicy ain't too spicy. And I don't like spicy. I still like the original better. Because I don't like a lot of spice. But can I handle it? I can handle it. It's very thin. It's not thick like Sweet Baby Ray's. It's thin. It's got a nice texture. And it's got a great base in it. You know, with barbecue sauces, you can have mayonnaise base, mustard base, a vinegar base, this base. But, you know, a lot of them pretty much going to have some form of vinegar in them. But his is very well balanced for me and my palate. It really is. I really love his barbecue sauce. And he is so kind. And I haven't forgot that I need to get you some seasoning, some more seasoning. Because I want you to do a prime rib one day with my everything green. And I want to send you enough seasoning so you can baste that fat line real good. You know how it's just some roast and stuff got that hunk of fat over it. After you shave down as much as you want to, load it up with that everything. I'm going to see if Kelby can get your address and send you some more. Because I saw you seasoning that meat and you was trying to save it. No, it's everything in there. It's all in one. I want you to pack it. Oh my God, from Zion. The caramelization that it puts around a prime rib. I'm going to make one for y'all. That, my seasoning around a prime rib is something else. It's so good. And I'm not going to over exaggerate, but I can praise my own pun. I have a very good seasoning out there. That's my problem as well. I wish I could afford to come to the reunion. I believe y'all are going to have a blessed time. You know, Miss Denise, I gave y'all a whole year to make payments of $25, and I still don't know if that would be a struggle for you. But reality is it costs to rent all these places, and it costs, how do I get a pound? Okay, I hear you. I hear you, Eric. I'm feeling good now. It's pound season. Yes, they good. They good on your cabbage. They good. Oh, they good on us. My season good on a salad. It'll take some mashed potatoes and mess with them. But I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry, I forgot. But I understand everybody won't be able to come. Yeah, my everything has everything in one. That's what Trina Mack was saying last night. Your season is the best. I need more already. It is so good. And God, let me tell y'all something. Reginald know what I'm talking about because he's a prophet. God will give you what to put. He will talk to you. I don't know. He be talking to me at 3 and 4 in the morning. Yeah, the reunion is going to be June 9th, 10th, and 11th. And I have to pay for all those different spots. And I got to buy all that food. And I'm giving y'all gifts. And I'm not going to tell you everything else. So there's no way I could throw something for 3 days. Not one day, but 3 days of eating. And don't charge nothing. I can't do that. Even your own family reunion, your personal one. This is the pages. There are some people, they go eat, they dine with Darius. And I think he deserves his money. But dining with Darius, what? Is it $289, $286? And you only get to eat with him that one night. You're going to be with me for 3. And don't get me wrong. A labor is worthy of his hire. He thought his stuff through. He did it. He's the first person I've ever seen do this. And he does it well. He does it well. He really does. And so this is what I call a back down memory lane. Yes, seasoning is fantastic. I am 2 bottles. Got enough. Ain't it good, Shadonda? Food is expensive. Food is very expensive right now. Miss Monica Burney, one of my supporters too, she said, everything seasoning is the bomb on fish, turkey, wings, chicken, except it sure is. It's good on meat and vegetables. It's all in one. It's good. I said I was not going to send my stuff to content creators because I see what happened to me to try my stuff. If they want it, they can purchase it. It's available to everybody. I wasn't going to do that because I didn't understand that concept. People sending you stuff to promote their business. I just put my stuff on my website and I got to work on some seasonings. I know I'm out. But y'all can get these bracelets if you can't come. You can support me by purchasing one of those keychain that we got on the website. No, it's not on Amazon, Miss Genevieve. It's here with me, and I put it on my website, but I just sold out. And me and Kelby is in the process of doing more. Dandelion, you know you don't have to purchase, no. Y'all got perks. I'm going to put my sauces back in, and I also have a butter called Lemony Snicket. For you all that like to do crab balls, for you all that like to take and do gourmet things, I got to put it on your fish. That Lemony Snicket sauce and Lemony Snicket butter is the bomb. Lemony Snicket was named by Jermaine. I gave him some, and he said, Auntie, what you call this? And I said, I just call it my everything lemon, my everything sauce, my everything lemon. But he said, no, Auntie, name it Lemony Snicket. How much are the keychains? Can I use Cash App? They're on the website. They're $15. They're $15. It comes with a bracelet that says Mama's Comfort Cooking and I love you, yes I do. And it has a heart and some more things on it. Can you put it in soup? Oh yes, you can put it in soup. Oh wow, you lost your husband and he was 45? Oh, Miss Denise, I didn't know that. See, that's why I'm finna do a Zoom with my regular people. I didn't know you lost. Go to www.mamascomfortcooking.com. www.mamascomfortcooking.com. I'm sorry. I didn't know you lost your husband. You don't never know what people going through on him. You just don't know what people going through. And she's so right. She lost her whole income. But more than the income, she lost her friend, her mate, her lover. You don't never know. Life is so short. You remember when Brown said people dying that ain't never died before. But the thing about that makes so much sense to me. Oh, y'all was together 45 years. That's one of my fears. That's a fear that I have, that God, I'm asking God to give me strength for the days that the people that's going to die in my life that was never dead, that I can handle, that I can endure it. Unexpected death. Yes, you do, Miss Elated Mimi, because you lost your daughter. And your daughter had special needs, too. I can't wait for AA to get home today. Listen, I'm going to get on off of here. I spend a little more time with y'all because I don't know if I'm coming back. Sometimes it's hard for me to do 2 videos. I got Deacon Calvin stuff together. I'm going to start off and put them in a bag, in a freezer bag. Then from the freezer bag, I'm going to put them in a sealer. And go from there. Because Deacon Calvin don't play. I wish somebody would ask for some of these biscuits. He would text me so fast and say, don't you do that, mother. Nope, nope, nope. I want every one of them biscuits that you just fixed. And that's how he is now. So what I got to do is, because I ain't coming back in this kitchen after AA get home, I'm going to go ahead and bag these up now. And I don't know what AA gonna eat today. I figured out it's finna storm. I'm gonna bag it up and wash my cast iron skillets up. Yeah, that's how he is. He don't play. I'm gonna do it this way, then I'm gonna put it in the cellar. Deacon Calvin don't play. And he don't care if y'all know it. I wish I would give some of these. I will get my 100. You hear me? And he know what we mean when we say you're going to get your 100. Mother will get her 100. Mother, please don't play and just bag my biscuits up today. That's what I do. I'm finna wash my stuff up, y'all. When you get up in age, it bothers me when things ain't in order. Just do. And I'm going to put these things in the freezer. I'm going to do another bag. Think Kevin, I didn't give you the one I touched on. See, that sealer is sealing tight. That sealer is sealing tight. I put them in the freezer so they won't mess up when they get shipped. Dean Calvin already done had these before. That's why he be requesting them. This ain't nothing new for him. He just don't tell everything I be doing. Dean Calvin had these before. So good. And these are the ones that I just roll with my hands. See? And I made a super duper one right here, Dean Calvin. And you got enough to share with mama, and dad, Nova, and Nova. Did I say Nova? And oh Nova. Please give my little Casanova some. Oh, it's just dripping. So Dean Calvin, you got 2 bag oils. You got 2 bag oils. May they bless you real good. Okay. I'm going to put them in the deep freezer and then I'm going to seal them. I can't even get Rosemary her shirt. I don't know why I want to give Rosemary that shirt. Something is stopping me from giving Rosemary. This is the second bag. So he got 2 bagfuls. 1 bag wasn't enough. Dean Calvin said, I need 2, mother. 2 bagfuls. So he got 2 bagfuls. And they're going in the deep freezer. Because I got 2 deep freezers. And they're going to freeze. And I'm going to seal them. And, yeah. And then he'll call me talking about, Mother, you messed up my diet. No, you asked for these. You the one that started it in a group text. Yeah, he the one, he told me to make these. So if he say he better get all his steps in, because he'll tell you in a minute, Mother, you messed up my diet. No, you messed it up. He can keep them frozen, pull out whichever one he wants. When you set them out, they'll unthaw. Because I know how to make my biscuit. You can warm my biscuits up because you ain't uncooked them forever. Oh no, 300 and something. Now I'm finna wash these up. And I'm about to finna let y'all go. I don't even know what I ain't gonna eat. We got a storm coming in. It's moving this way. And I ain't had no appetite. So y'all be praying for me. These have got a beautiful little daughter, my Casanova. See, they can't do nothing with them. Can't do nothing with Nova. Nova be making pie. These have said Nova be making cakes. You can't do nothing with Nova. Nova come through. These have be eating over, be eating their stuff up. Nova come and run that house. She said, look, I'm the only girl my Nana got. Well, Nana got 2 girls, though. But the other one is little. She ain't old enough to run the house yet. So Nova said, I'm going to have my chance by myself. Nova will be running it, honey. Miss Sharon can't do nothing with Nova. They sure can't. She a blessing, though. She brings so much joy to them. But they can't do nothing. She's a cutie patootie is what I say. That's what I call her. Cutie patootie. And Dean can be saying, come tell Auntie hey. Come tell Mother hey, Nova. Nova be like, not today, Daddy. I don't... He can't do nothing with her. It be so funny to me because he can't do a thing with her. I be like, he be like, come here, Nova. Nova be on that phone like, didn't I tell my dad I didn't want to talk to y'all? And I'm not. I'm like, okay, bye, Nova. They can't do. When I tell you, he can't. Now, Mama might, but he sure can't. He can't do it. Nova be wrecking Dean Calvin nerve. He be like, no. I said, what I asked him the other day, I said, is it Nova coming over today? He said, no. No, Mother. I said, wait a minute. He said, no, this ain't her weekend. Hey, Miss Lynette. Listen, Miss Lynette. I want to thank you for pulling me out of Lola Bar. Because I know it was nothing I done. It was just that somebody said, is anybody left in the house of Abraham? Is it anybody left? Is it any Christians out there that's going to encourage her? Is there anybody going to try instead of watching in secret? Is anybody going to say anything? That's why I be trying to tell y'all about the church. They'll let you drown. God will use the unexpected. God will take the unexpected. God will take strangers when you heals. And he will have a stranger minister from what's deep inside of you. Don't you always wait. Don't you always wait. I got to bless that woman of God, but don't you always wait for who you think gonna come to your rescue. They ain't coming. I don't care if you go to church with them. I don't care if they kin to you. They ain't coming. Y'all keep on sitting right here thinking y'all got to give stuff to people because they kin to you. You don't know who God got watching you. You don't know who God got. A lot of times my people be in my Bible study. Bible scholars be in there. Then Kevin, I don't like this chicken. So I'm not going to send no chicken. You can cook your own chicken, nephew. That after fry your, but use boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I tell you that much, because you're gonna get more moisture out of your chicken. But I'm not fond of this here chicken. I'm gonna run out and get Avery a sandwich up the street. I'm about 3 minutes from McDonald's. But you don't never know. It don't be your own church members or nothing. They sit and watch in silence. Don't worry, because God, that's why I think people's churches are not growing. You ain't doing what you say. You're not practicing what you preach. People are ready to come into the house of God, but they not coming any kind of way. They coming broken. They coming hurt. They confused. Some up mad at God. And if he don't have no true warriors, he's not going to send them into an area where people are not really practicing what they preach. The church has a great falling away because ain't nobody really practicing what they preach. You can say speak for yourself all you want to, but it's evident It's evident. And the great falling away ain't even from the building. It's from him. You quote it, but you're not living it. You're not practicing what you preach. You mumble. You complain. You say you ain't got, but you go where you want to. You more lovers of pleasure than of God. That message ain't for no worldly people that ain't in the church. It's for the ones that's in the church. I remember it like yesterday when you did your first live and you were wondering if you was helping, but you just wanted to share. That's all. That's all. And I want to help people because people need help. And now I'm in a crossroads where I can't even do that no more. I can't. And it would have been amazing to grow together. But I would take those and who God has blessed me to be able to share and get them to where they need to be. Some people be too close to you to see the hurt, but God sends total strength. Amen. And some people close to you see the hurt, but they don't care. That's why I say funerals are too long. Why everybody got to have 2 minutes to get up there and talk over a corpse? You didn't talk to them while they was alive. Sit down. One thing about this pandemic, I can say them funerals was over like that. Them graveside funerals, it wasn't no 13 songs. Ain't nothing left but to give them back to the earth. That's it. That's it. And that's all. That's it. And that's all. Yes, you can, but the weapons to helping the people is seeking God before you make the next move, period. Well, you know what? I'm going to be still. There comes a season and a time. And due to all of this, I still help the people, but I'm just not going to be doing like, when that way no more. People mess it up for each other. You know how they go. Folks mess it up for other folk. So, with that being said, I got people that I am helping. Celebration of life for those who were part of it while it was only a life. Yeah, but guess what? A lot of them that's getting up there ain't seen them 20, 30 years. A classmate, this and that one, knew they was sick. Then people want to come see you when you dying, but they won't come see you when you well. They want to talk 2 minutes over you, but they won't pick up the phone and call and check on you. They won't visit you in the hospital or visit you when you're sick, but they want to come and visit you at the wake. So the way I see things, that's when you start making up the people in your life that want to be in your life. The bloodline is going to just be that. That's a relative. But then you have to start. Life consists of those that want to have something to do with you and those that don't. And I know I've helped. And more than the hands, I've monetized that many people. More than my hands. And Sweet Creations by Melinda G. She came back with gratitude. There's so many content creators. One lady said, if this gonna be like this, I was gonna open me up a page. She said, but I just keep playing the lottery. That's what she said. She said, because this don't make no sense. Thank you for the stars, Miss Janine. She said, that don't make no sense. That X39 is really growing your nails and hair, ain't it? And I can't stand nothing under. I don't even know them to have nails. And it's growing my hair, my eyebrows. Look how thick. I have to go arch them again. Look how thick they are. I just want to thank you forever and ever and ever for all you done for me. Blessings and glory and honor
They all belong to you. Thank you, Jesus, for blessing me. I just wanna thank you forever and ever and ever for all you done for me. Blessings and glory. Hey, Miss Catherine Patrick. This is not pancetta, so it ain't beating right. It ain't got enough. This one ain't beating right. This ain't pancetta. This one ain't beating right. This one ain't pancetta. It ain't heavy enough. If I hit it too hard, I'm gonna dent it. This is just like a little pot filler measuring cup little thing. Just there's about 4 cups of water. I'm in total agreement with you about funerals and speaking. It's just too long. Facebook was fun, entertainment, learning, and fun. It was, and during the pandemic, people act like they had sins. But that pandemic is over. I don't know if it did something. But y'all, I better get on up off here, because it look like it's going to storm. I'm finna spray my... So after you wash your skillets, just spray them. Or rub them in oil. But you got to wipe them down. Keep them seasoned. And then I just spray them or rub them in oil. So I'm going to show y'all my cast irons. I don't wash them. Turn this camera and I'm going to get out of here now. Hold on. So what I do is I keep my oil for both of them. And you just spray it. You just rub it in oil. You rub it in oil. And I do not rub my oil out of my skillet. I rub it in there real good. Okay. Now get me a paper towel. Hold on, let me get my paper towel. Remember, you gotta rub that all up in there and around. That's how I do mine. Got a little more oil. I'm gonna rub this one ahead. And I put them up. That's how I keep mine from rusting and doing anything. All right. I'm so glad we had this time together. I really am. Just to have a laugh or sing a song. Sing, we just got started, and before you know it, come the time Mama Tracy got to say so long. I have a good weekend, and I'm going to see y'all later. Alligators. See y'all. Love y'all. Bye.